What is up, Aether Survivors? Today we're going to be doing the Paradox Junction Easter Egg, or main quest. I'm pretty excited about this one because I've only done it once, and that was on directed, so I want to see if I can do it on non-directed, or just regular standard mode. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so to begin this, I'm gonna pop a gift card, get some money, and then I'm also gonna pop some armor so I can get full armor. We're gonna start this off like any other type of Paradox Junction game. You gotta grab the keys, then be ready to open that whenever you go to the past. But the first steps to this is getting the blunder gap. So we gotta find the pus on the wall, the one that is making a weird noise. Here it is, this pus right here. And we gotta fill it with 8 to 10 souls.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
This camo is actually the Nuke Survival event camo. I think this one's pretty cool, and was a pretty good fit for this Easter egg. There was like 8 challenges for it, but you can see through the fractured parts, it's the past Midtown. There it is, so we get the barrel. Now we gotta run around and find... Well, first off, we gotta grab the vial. And as we're running around, I'm gonna be finding the specific mannequin that we will need to melt with the acid that I'm gonna get in this vial. So you just hold your interact, you can hold it again, and now you get the acid.
I'll never tell.
Okay, so my specific mannequin is actually this one back here in this corner right here. And while I was doing that, I also found the type of black goo that I have to explode in the past as well. So for these two ones, we have to wait for the past to come, and then we will hold our interact button and melt this mannequin, and then we'll run upstairs to this wall, and we'll throw our grenade at it and make a hole in the wall. So let's get to that.
Did you see how quickly they fell over?
Okay, this should be dog round.
These kinder certainly make a fun addition to our merry band. If we find a clown, I can host the 6th
Alright, well this should be the dog round where I can go to the past and pick up all the stuff that I need.
Welcome to my obedience class, ancient mutt.
There we go.
complete temporal
Alright, now let's go
migration.
pick up all of
Has it
the...
finally been cracked? Magnificent!
Oh. I think I was gonna run this. Yep. Okay, there we go. Melt her. Let's explode this. Or not. There we go.
Like lambs to the
And now we can go back to Yellow House and pick up the final part for it. So you just go over
One
here,
step
hold
forward,
your interact
one
button,
step
and it's
back.
sealant. And then
Or
you have
maybe
all the
even
parts that you
sideways.
need. I'm also just gonna go unlock Pack a Punch so that we can Pack a Punch any weapon we need.
Charming, disturbing. Like razor blades in a candy apple. Spoil sport.
Oh, that should be Pack a Punch.
Such a flair for the dramatic. I like it.
There it is.
See? She was right about that. I don't know.
Before I go back, I'm
counting
gonna
in
see
my head.
if I can get a good weapon
I
from the
have a
mystery
sore
box.
throat.
Oh, that's not terrible.
For
Not the one I
once,
wanted
am
for
not
sure,
underwhelmed. I am
Do it
very
one more time. What does that? Looks like an SMG. Oh, it's a
I
shotgun.
am so happy. I don't even feel like murdering
I'm trying to get an
anyone
SMG
now.
so I can do the illicit camos challenge. That'll work.
Nine! I wanted power! Not this flaccid little thing!
Oh, did not mean to kill that last zombie, but let's go back and make the blunder gap. Some melee.
I don't have
Place
the
the parts.
equipment necessary to quantify how any of this works.
Gotta go pick them up
Not
first.
even my little
Not in this house.
screwdriver. Eddie.
Here's the barrel,
Let me think
or the
about
hammer. Then up
I
here should be the
have-
stock.
it. Fuck all happened.
Let's see. Place the parts. Assemble. Alright, now it's gonna take a second.
Me, am a weapon of mass destruction.
Just gonna get down to one zombie again. Now I'm gonna come and pick up my blunder gap. Here it is.
Oh, I should test it next to Dempsey's ear.
It might help keep you alive. That makes me happy. Enjoy it while you can. It won't last forever.
So now we just have to wait for, there'll be a zombie in a tornado right here. Or it'd be in the backyard of this house, back here. And then the last location that it can spawn is over here, in this alleyway.
The most dangerous creature
I'm also
here
gonna be looking
is
for-
presently me.
An RC controller remote. Here it is. I'm gonna hold my interaction
Driving
button.
is fun, so long as you know where you're going.
And you're gonna go up this little ramp, go over here, go up this ramp, and then you're gonna try to jump over there. And I messed it up. There we go. Then you go over to this garage, and then you can detonate. So I'm just gonna run over to this garage, and then there'll be a little girl, as well as this head. picking up the head, and then she will disintegrate into a piece of chalk. And this is for the twins. There it is.
Explosive opener.
Chalk.
Anticlimactic.
Okay, so now we're going to be going back to the past and finding a swing chair, like the chair for the swings, and you're just gonna shoot it. Should fall off, and then the house should fall off, and then you'll be able to pick it up, and then that's all the parts for the twins that you will need. Here it is. Shoot it. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the future, and we're gonna place the swing here, and then a few moments later you'll be able to also place the chalk, and then you'll have a little cutscene here of the twins just playing with their swing set.
Every lifetime is measured by the beating of a heart. But the insistent pounding of the one that rules this place causes time to skip like a broken record, locking us in a loop that we're destined to experience over and over and over. Change the tune. Make the dark heart be its last.
Alright. Also gonna finish the round so that I can start getting the Thundergat. But next you're gonna be looking around for this red box in the yellow house garage. You gotta crouch, hold your interact button, and you'll be able to pick up irradiated seeds. I'm gonna check the backyard before I go back into the past. Make sure that the zombie isn't here. So now I'm gonna go all the way down to one zombie, so it's a little easier. You could just wait out and kill all these zombies until you get the Thundergat, because that would make the next part a little easier, but I don't want to do that. I just want to progress in the Easter egg.
Consider that your autopsy.
I will do it later because it's a little easier for the boss fight. But there's the one zombie. I'm gonna go back into past Nuketown. Now I'm gonna run over here. There's this little chunk of dirt that's popping out of the ground. You're gonna hold your interact button again, and then there's gonna be a tree. So there's this little tree, and it's gonna turn into a soul box where you actually have to kill zombies with the Blundergat. So it might be a little annoying because I only have the Thundergat instead of the upgraded Thundergat, so I'll have one bullet each, but we'll make do. There it is. So then you can drop the max ammo as well. So now I'm going to get some combat axes, and then I'm going to go back to the past, or back to the future. And since I'm going to the future, I'm going to be looking in the backyard, making sure that that zombie hasn't spawned. Oh, he hasn't. Okay, but what I can do, I can run over here. I can throw my combat axe at the tree, and it will drop some pieces of wood. You only need 3.
Some say success is its own
I want to
reward.
roast marshmallows.
I prefer cat.
And now I need
Please.
a Molotov.
It's always cold.
So before I do the next part of the Easter egg, I'm actually going to wait and get the Sundergat. Because I have to keep going back and forth from
It's
the
so much
past
harder
to
and
the
stronger,
present.
and it's positively pulsating with power.
And I would like to make sure that I catch the zombie whenever he spawns in, which should be soon. Either this round or next round. Looks like it's next round.
But easy prey! I miss a good hunt.
He's actually here. Alright, so I'm gonna get down to 1 zombie to make sure, because whenever he drops out of the tornado, if he's around zombies, he will attach a tether to them and actually lose health. Obviously, I don't want that happening. I'd like him to stay alive until he gets all the way over to the actual Sundergat box. This should be last. Yep. Going over here, you just gotta get close to him. He falls out, and he will start chasing me. He will spawn his own purple-eyed zombies, so you just gotta also watch out for that. But you just gotta make sure when you're doing it that you use the Blundergat to kill him. There's 1. And then you gotta do it 2 more times, so you gotta do it a total of 3 times. And it's a little easier if you do it with a pack-a-punched Blundergat, because the 3rd tornado will actually spawn a mimic. And then that tortured mimic is a little easier to kill with a pack-a-punch.
I do not like to be upstairs!
So that's going to force us to go back to the past. So I'm just going to run into Yellow House and do the next step. So you place the wood and then you're going to throw some Molotovs at it. That's the next
This is how I like to make documents disappear.
You'll hear a completion voice line, which Richtofen just said it. And then you're going to go back to the past, or the present Nuketown. And over here, there will be a X on the ground. You're going to have to stand on it until it glows blue. Let's go back to the past. I'm going to run back over here, and I should be able to play hopscotch. So I'm going to cut all this shit out because I have to do it quicker. Okay, so like I said, you gotta stand on this, make sure it glows. So not long enough to where you hop off and it stays glowing. And you gotta go to the past, and you should be able to go play hopscotch. There it is. Don't worry about the zombies once you stand on number 1 and use your interact button. So the only thing that you're trying to do is dodge. Don't worry if you fail, I just failed. You have to dodge the black square that'll come around all the way. You gotta wait at least like 30 seconds, and then you'll be able to try again. There it is. Go up there, hold X. Now you gotta go back. There it is. And then it's gonna turn into a soul box that you have to obviously put souls into and have it wander around the map. But since I only have one zombie, I'm just gonna go pick up some needed perks for the higher rounds. Get close to him, knock him out of his tornado, run back to the bus or the train. As you see, his health is going down because he is around one of the zombies. Over here, kill that one. Now I just need one more tornado. This one will spawn as a mini. There he is. So you just have to run all the way over back to the truck. There it is.
I'm not hungry anymore.
Oh.
It's making me feel hot.
As you see, I just placed my blundergat in the past Newtown workbench. You have to place it in there first. And then whenever you go back to the present, you'll be able to pick it up and have the right one. You'll be able to have the Thundergat. There we go. Now we're going to go back to the past, or the present. And I should be able to melee it and get my Thundergat.
I was hoping it would
There
be
it is.
bigger. And not for the first time.
So now to progress the Easter egg, I gotta go back to the past and fill up my soul box over here.
Perhaps I should give myself a round of applause. And because it was fun!
So this one's actually going to take a pretty weird route. It's going to go all the way to the back of the house, of the yellow house, and then through it, and then to the fireplace. And you have to stay pretty close to it, or else it
the
won't
ultimate
move.
sacrifice.
So for this next part, you're going to want to go back to past Nuketown. Pick this up for later. You're going to want to go back to past Nuketown.
Does this give me eyes in the back of my head?
And you're going to go to the backyard of the greenhouse. And near the end of the round, there will be a zombie that spawns, a specific zombie. And you're going to want to throw a psych grenade at her. So make sure you have one. There she is. Piano teacher. And she's going to slowly spawn into the map, so you're going to want to make sure that you're ready for whenever she does spawn in. And I'm going to throw the psych grenade at her.
Oh dear,
And you'll see her, she'll sprint inside and start playing the piano.
To find the piano, you have a finite amount of time to use the teleporter to go to past Nuketown.
Now you need to run and go to past Nuketown before. So then she'll be standing here, and then she'll explode.
Around the map, there are going to be new
I
nodes that are
suppose
going
we
to
will have to explore
successful.
other methods.
Should be lighting up like this. So then you're going to want to go back into destroyed Nuketown. So while you're here, you're going to be looking for these notes, and they're going to look like this. And you're going to be looking, see how this one's blinking once. So you're going to interact with that one, and then there will be one blinking twice, and then all the way up to 8. So you're going to run around and find all these specific notes, and then hit them in the order from 1 to 8. So now you're going to go back to this, or past Nuketown. You're going to run in here. You'll see that there's notes all on the wall. And luckily these are the same order every single time, so you don't have to worry about it. So you're going to hold your interact button. This one, 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 this one. There we
This is
go.
not necessary.
After you do this, you'll hear some pretty cool music, and then also the voice line that Rick Toffin just said. Now I'm going to go back to Destroyed Nuketown, which over here you will see there's a new X on the floor, and to activate that one, you have to go back into the backyard of Greenhouse, and you'll see these floating zombies. You have to kill 3 of them in order to activate it. You'll see that their souls get sent over. There they go. And then whenever you get back over here with it, there'll be 3 souls stand in it, and it'll start glowing. After it starts glowing, all the souls are there. You gotta go back to past Nuketown. And there will be a circle around it and a new little cutscene. There they go. And then there'll be a little cutscene with the twins again.
No one knows which one you are.
Ball. You're gonna interact with it, and it's gonna summon these zombies, and you can kill them when they're in the air before they touch the ground. And as you saw, I just failed because I left the circle. You gotta wait at least 30 seconds, and then you'll be able to play it again. Right, it's back. You can activate it again.
A true blood sport. Take me if you want, but I am brilliant.
time it hits the ground, it's going to spawn more and more zombies. So you just got to make sure that you kill them up in the air and not let them touch the ground. There it is, and it'll spawn this soul box. That'll do the same thing that the music box did over there, but this one is going to go all the way to the piano. So you got to switch to your Sundergat and kill zombies with just this.
Apparently luck comes in threes. Where are my other nice things? Without me!
Alright, for this next part, you're going to need depth perception, and you're also going to need Wisp Tea. So I'm going to head over into Destroyed Nuketown. Go ahead and grab Wisp Tea.
I knew a mad old woman who claimed to see fortunes
And you're
in
going to go all the way over to Pack-a-Punch
She died poor.
and look at this pole right here. You're going to shoot the top of it. Till it drops the goggles. And then you're going to want your Wisp Tea to activate, and it'll grab the goggles and bring them into the map for you. There they are.
Souls are for fighting monsters.
And you're going to go back into the back of the house of the
Like
green,
really big.
into the backyard of the greenhouse, and you'll see a mannequin standing here. And he will be holding a headset, but you'll only be able to see it with depth perception.
You always blame me.
So after I grab that headset, I'm going to head over into past Nuketown. Well, there will be a little toy box right at these boxes, and then I'm going to place these items in there.
It could be good. Form of
This
luminescence.
is to start the final mini game, so I'm going to head back into Destroyed Nuketown. And I'm going to be looking for a red ball. It can be in 3 places, which one of them would be above here, where it is not. Second place could be right here, which is where it is. And then the third one could be in the back of Yellow House, on the roof at the balcony. So what you're going to want to do is just shoot this over to the area that you need it at, which will be the backyard of Greenhouse. There it is. Once the ball is in the middle and it is glowing, you're going to head back to past Nuketown, and the twins should start drawing a circle. Should spawn in or a square. Which this is the last mini game that you'll have to play. You'll interact with this, and you're just going to try to melee this into the opposite squares without letting it bounce twice. it is. And then it'll spawn the final
Is ready for an
soul
acute
box.
case of tinnitus.
Which this one will go all the way to that box where I put the headset and the goggles.
Nothing here. Oh, yes.
So you gotta do the same thing, you gotta feed souls to it, and it'll go all the way there.
Pain is leaving. I think my muscle. Oh, goody! I've attracted the wrong kind of attention.
When he plays the mask, it's their favorite song.
That done, there's only one more step that you're gonna have to take until the Easter egg is ready to be completed. So you're gonna want to go back to past Nuketown. And you're gonna want to put both I want to put both of these. So what you're going to want to do is put both of these to 0. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the red hand so that it's at 5 right before we teleport. So you're going to hit the teleporter. Hit the teleporter and shoot it. If done correctly, you will hear some music as you hear now, and then the twins will spawn
We love a good song.
into the next to the piano.
You don't make the heart all squishy. It's the only way to hurt it. And once it's gone, we can finally escape.
Then you'll see them turn into souls, and they will go over to the toy box.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. He was full of fire and burned us all.
We're gonna turn into souls again and head over to the yellow house fireplace.
Jack and Jill went out first.
Great! I think that came with kidney stones already included.
And the final place that they're going to go is into the backyard onto the swing set where you will be able to decide if you want to do the Easter egg or not.
Are you ready? Remember, no takesies back. Ready or not, here you come.
And that is how you do all of the steps to initiate the boss fight for Paradox Junction's Easter egg.